Hi, welcome back. Uh, Spring Security JWT part. We stop here. We are created the class which is a JWT authentication entry point. So here, what you're going to do is you have to implement the authentication entry point. That implements authentication authentication. Sorry, you have to implement that there. First, you have to implement the here. We have to give it here component. You're right. This also your connotation component. Right. This component we have to write it here. Authentication entry point here. This one we have to implement that. Click on here. Implement the method. Commands. Click OK. Right. Perfect. Now here we have to write response dot send error. Here you have to write servlet HTTP. You have to write HTTP servlet response unauthorized. Response dot unauthorized. Comma. You have to write unauthorized. Right. After that, let's go back to when you get any exception, it will be passing to here. Right. Now here, this color we have to auto alert here. Right. So if you get this error, it will be passing to this class. Okay, this class. Right. So you have to get this one. Okay, when you get the error, okay, the exception will be handling to here JWT authentication point. This one here handling the unauthorized access. It will be handling here. So here this one we have to call it. We have to auto-alert. You have to write here auto-alert. Auto-alert. You have to write the thing is you are passing to here private JWT entry point. JWT entry point. This one we have to call it here. The simple stuff we have to write it. That's it. That's the thing. We have to write it over here. Very simple. We have to write it over here. After that, dot add and we have to write and. After that, we have to write the session management dot session creation policies. Inside here, we have to write the session creation policy. Session creation policy stateless. That's the thing we have to write it here. Perfect. Right. Perfect. That's the thing we have to write it here. Simple. Right. After done the stuff, what you're going to do is we have to do another simple stuff after that. That is we have to set the hash password. So the when you are clicking here, you can see here all the things. You can see here the password is not hash. Here it will be. So it's not a security. Someone log in your system, they will be able to see your passwords, right? So we have to set the hash password. We didn't set the hash password yet. So how to set the hash password? So let's back to our user service. So here we have created all the users handling stuff, right? So here we have to create the method which is a public. So we have to, before that we have to write it here auto-alert private password encoder. We have to add the password encoder. Password encoder password. Right. So this one you have to call it below. So you have to write password encoder. You have to write here public string get encode password string password. Return password encoder dot encode this password you have to write it here. Now this get encode password method, we have to call it over here the password, right? Password, we have to call it the get. We have to write get. You have to set here as we have to call it here, right? So now here, now we have some error here. The problem is here we didn't create the bean class. So the bean class we have created over here. So we have the authentic, sorry, here web security config. Here we have to create the here the we have to add the bean class. So here we have to encode the user password. Okay, encode stuff we have to do by here. We have to create a bean. The bean we have to access into our user service. Then only we will be encrypt our password encoder. So encoder, password encoder, open and close bracket. You have to return new by crypt password encoder. That's the method we have to import. That's it. That's the simple stuff you have to write it. After that, you have to go here. The user service you can see here. The error go away. Now here what you're going to do is you have to set the password. This get encode password. You have to set what are the password is here. We have to encode it. So you have to give the password over here. The set password. You have to write this encode method. You have to encode. Write it. Same thing. You just copy this. You have to pass it as a password. You have to pass it and encode the password. Right? So you have to pass the password encoder like this. Right? So you have to it should be work. But that's the thing you have to write. Let's apply let's run the application. It's running. Right now let's check it. Here it's created. The password is here. Let me check it. The role you can see the user here. The hash password is created here. You can see the password is hash is created successfully, right? The user role, the hash password is created successfully. Perfect, right? So we have understand how to create the hash password. What I did here is simply first you have to create the bean class of the web security. We have to create a simple bean class over here. After that, this bean class we have to use a service. So you have to write this bean class. You have to get it here, right? Passcode encoder. This passcode encoder I have created this new function get encode password along with one parameter. This parameter, this password you are passing this parameter, the password you are typing, it will be encrypted. So this method we have to call it over here. That's how we have encrypted password. Right? Very simple. I hope you guys you understood things well. I'll see in my next video. Thank you.